What's going on, guys? It's Tony from Lomo Paintball. Today we're talking about the top 5 things to consider when buying your first paintball hopper.
And why? Because it's the best source for hoppers and everything paintball related.
Mark, you already know the answer to that, and the answer is lomopaintball.com.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they knew too.
It always gets me to chuckle. So there's things that you need to consider when purchasing your first hopper. What are you looking for? We're going to start off with first, rate of fire. What do you guys? How fast do you plan on shooting? 10, 15, 20 plus? We've got options for all those. So rate of fire would definitely be, for me, one of the top, in the top 5 to consider. We've got a Pro Toy Speedster loader here. This bad boy, rated right around 10 plus feeding rate per second. You're looking at the Virtue Spire 5 hopper. This consistently can feed right around 15 plus per second. So if you're planning on shooting faster than 15, you might want to hop on over to the Die R2. These bad boys can definitely get up 20 plus. So if you guys are one of those that want to crank your gun into full auto and set it to the max rate of fire, you probably need something like a rotor or an R2 to kind of get you through those motions there. Next up, for me, that's going to be in the top 5. I'm looking down. I see 2 of them without and 1 with. It's a speed feed. Are you guys going to be a speedball or tournament player? You might want to go with something like the Virtue Spire 5. Comes with a speed feed, and also stock out of the box, it also has a rain lid. So if you guys want to do quick reloads, a speed feed would definitely be something to consider. Or like the Die R2 here, comes stock with just your rain lid. You got to buy the speed feed extra, so just standard rain lid. And then also here with that Pro Toys Speedster loader, once again, no speed feed included with it, just your standard rain lid. So, and obviously for any of these, like the R2 and the Speedster, we do sell speed feeds available for them if you want them. Mark, enough of me blabbering on. If you were gonna be looking to buy your first paintball hopper, what would you look for?
Well, we talked about rate of fire and speed feed, but what happens, sometimes I need to know, does it have an anti-jam feature? You get a fat ball, you get a misshaped ball, an acorn falls in your hopper, who knows?
Anti-jam.
Anti-jam is important to me sometimes.
So we're going to put that as number 3 within the top 5. So an anti-jam feature. Let's Pro Toy Speedster loader. Let's take a look. I'm not seeing any external anti-jam features. And obviously this hopper won't cost you a ton of money. So the more money you spend, probably the extra features. So not an anti-jam on the Speedster. The Virtue Spire 5, I know they always say this one definitely does not jam. The reason for that is it's got 2 infrared sensors, so it's got eyes that'll actually detect paint if it's there or not. So you've got that. And for the R2, this is the shark fin, Mark. You got the little jam feature back there. So if you guys do catch a fat ball or a skinny ball, you guys can definitely, you probably can't see that, but anyways, it's got the anti-jam, so I like that's a good point. Something to look out for when buying that hopper. So anti-jam is nice.
And next thing, since you already got that Spire 5 apart, is how easy do they open up and come apart so I can clean the inside? Because I'm a dirty boy. I get mud and gunk and broken paint in mine all the time.
Well, you kind of saw what I did here. It's got a little lock feature on this back tab. You slide that down, press it in, no tools needed. You want to access batteries or do anything like that, simply, once again, no tools needed for the Virtue Spire 5. The Speedster, I think there's a little lip in here. Let's see, Speedster time. I think this pushes or goes forward. But Speedster, completely toolless as well, so you don't need screwdrivers or Allen wrenches, anything like that. So I do like that. And then the R2 also is something, I think all of these are completely toolless if you really want to, yeah. So if you want to get in there, do any cleaning or maintenance, all 3 of these options I have on the table are toolless. There's other hoppers out there. I'm not saying any of the names, but you're definitely going to need to bust out a screwdriver to get inside to do any maintenance or cleaning on it. So
hey, what was that older hopper they don't really sell anymore that used to just come apart while you played? You didn't even have to take it apart.
We're not saying that name, but
if you know, put in the comments.
They've definitely made better hoppers since then, no doubt about it.
All right, and then while we got these apart, I think the 5th one that I always consider is, does it have a ramp? Does it have a way to keep the balls flowing into the feed deck?
A spring ramps.
Yeah, spring ramp.
Okay, so the Die R2 stock out of the box does have a back spring ramp. So as you guys get low on paint, this ramp will, it's going to open up for you, allowing the paint to feed down into the drive cone. So R2 definitely comes with a spring ramp. The Virtue Spire 5 Also comes with a spring ramp. This one's on the front though. So the R2's on the back. This one, obviously, as you get lower in paint, the ramp is going to rise and helping that feed down into the drive cone. And then the Speedster, it's got its own built-in ramp, Mark. You see the depth on this? You see that? That's it. You know, it doesn't have one, but you're not going to spend $1 million to get this hopper. I mean, none of these hoppers are $1 million, but yeah, you know, there's no spring ramp.
No spring ramp for you.
No spring ramp for you. So I think that's a pretty good start there. We're talking speed feeds, rate of fire, spring ramps, anti-jam features.
And easy to clean.
And easy to clean. So yeah, if you guys are looking to buy your first paintball hopper, obviously price may play a factor into what you end up deciding to get at the end, but those are a good 5 to start with, so check them out. We have all hoppers, all sizes, all colors available at lonewolfpaintball.com.
Also, let us know in the comments if we missed something that you think is even more important than one of these features, and we'll check it out, maybe make another video.
Ooh, baby.